Ish, what can't be fleeting?
And then you're letting him lead you. It doesn't matter how you feel.
Saying he's led by God, but you feel like God is not telling y'all that. Do you still follow him?
You said something interesting, Ish. You just said like men don't think the way that women do. So it almost sounds like you don't fully trust their expertise. So how could you successfully be led by
So the
women?
majority of men don't have kids. Y'all are picking wrong. Y'all are literally picking the minority.
Every man that's on this panel, y'all have more kids than all of us women.
51% of black men are single and childless.
Excuses for the statistics. The statistics don't go well in your favor. So you say things like, okay, are they shooting blanks? Or they
because men, I don't feel like men are overall passive aggressive. The majority of men. Do you think that silence is that passive aggressive? Because we will do that.
Yeah, because there's niggas that'll use that as a way to trigger a woman. Like, because a lot of time a woman will tell you, like, when you're silent, it makes me feel like I'm ignored. So a nigga will do that intentionally.
Yeah, no, I'm just, because I didn't agree with the passive aggressive part until Mary said that. I'm like, okay, I can see men and be like, you know what? I ain't saying nothing else. Will unsubscribing from the Democratic Party help fix Black America?
Let's just unsubscribe. No, you got to know why.
I don't think so.
That's the only thing that get black people together. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like
Wow.
that.
What I think will fix is if black people truly understood politics.
Because for a guy, because listen, it's so many different reasons for a man to want to hang out with his friends.
Adrian, I'm not gonna let that slide. I heard you. Why do you think that it's older single women who share that opinion?
Sometimes that's the case. There has to be balance.
Explain what White History Month is.
It's honoring the achievements of the greatest ethnic group in human history.
Wow.
I think all of that shit deserves a put him in the bathroom.
Would you rather have a whore of a daughter or a gay son?
Let's see here.
bruh.
Because if she's a hoe, that ain't my problem. Hell, she just be a hoe. Shit.
That's a whore. Definitely. Like,
Yeah, is going to college a waste of time?
Absolutely.
I wouldn't think for biology.
It's ridiculous.
And can I just piggyback on that?
Read this for me, Q.
Okay, $5 super chat from Omega Green. Depends. Go for STEM, medical or law. However, if you go for BS degrees like communications, is that supposed to be policies or
Poli-sci, political science?
Poli-sci, okay. Yeah. Or criminal justice, it's wasted time.
Final thought.
When you take a man's time, it's like taking his money. When you take a man's money, it's like taking his time. Simply put, we want something for it. If you're not interested, don't go out. Sis, hit me up. Let's clear your coochie balance.
Do women, should they still be covered by men? Do women need to understand what it takes for men to feel like they should be covered by men?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, women don't value men anymore, and it's evident.
For women to admit that they're not equal to their men, women have to come to that conclusion that you are not equal to your man. Are you for spanking? Let's go around the room, yes or no. Q, you for spanking?
Absolutely.
Age.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so big kids don't get spankings?
You gotta fight them niggas.
There's no difference between divorced women and single mothers. The man will, in both circumstances, suffer comparably with no benefit to himself. The benefits don't outweigh the cost.
But it's still better to go with someone who hasn't gone through that. It's still better to not choose them.
Have men been getting over on household duties all this time?
Listen, but I don't touch a trash bag to save my life.
So let me ask you, could you and your wife switch roles in what you do versus what for that person hold y'all back or let y'all go?
Physically, can't nobody hold me back.
Ain't no such thing as a fair fight.
Direction, choose your own path.
Don't just wear anything. Wear garments that mean something. We got hats. We got sweatshirts. We got jackets. We even got hoodies. Let's not forget our classic tees. Direction, choose your own path.
The message is always in the cloth, the colors, the designs, the fit. Basically, pay attention, stay alert, and remember, choose your own path.
Stampede, we in the building.
DJ Ham the Stampede.
Poppin'. Chief, what up though?
What's happening though? How y'all doing?
Hey, shit, man. Everything's everything, man.
Chilling, baby.
Yeah, man. I can dig it, man. I thought you were gonna get some new headphone, like some name brand shit.
Who you talking to?
you
Stop playing with me, boy.
Headphone guy.
Stop playing with me.
They got you, man. Listen, keep your eyes straight when you're in that Marshall's line, man. Or else you end up with them headphones.
Google Master and Dynamics now holler back at me. Don't play with me.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit
Tay,
like
what's
that.
poppin'?
Shit like that.
Hey y'all, hey, how everybody feeling?
I'm good, man. Good, man. Shout out to Tay for bringing the ladies through yesterday. They definitely did their thing. Pun intended on some of them doing their thing more than others. You feel me?
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Mary, what up though?
What's up, everybody? Y'all miss me?
No, man. You back? You good? What's popping?
I'm good. I ain't never leave. Always be somewhere on the cut.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt. Alex.
Hey y'all. Hey everyone.
I see you got your hair up and all that. Was new.
I'm just trying to make it last before I have to wash it. That's all.
A word. So
yes.
That's what the ponytails do.
You know, you gotta refresh in the style here. It's gotta last till Friday.
I'm so glad I'm not a girl. That shit look like it sucks.
It does.
Bub, what's popping?
What's good? What's good? What's good? Yo, let me plug my shit real quick. Yo, y'all seen the commercial? Hand be running. That's my shit. I got 2 websites. The main website is that directiontoip.com, and I also got restricted garments at my Shopify. Let's get it.
Restricted garments at my Shopify.
Yes.
.com.
.com.
All right.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Shit like that. That's the name of the game. Nina, I see you. Daryl was popping. Alex doing in the chat. Alex.
Ham, that was before we started. I told him to like, share, and subscribe.
No doubt. True Impact. Get on your knees in the chat. I gotta help him change his name, man. That shit.
Wait, that's a dude?
Yeah. He be in the chat going crazy. He hold the chat down. I ain't gonna lie. He keep me updated with the numbers and all that, so I appreciate him. But good God, Twan was popping. All right, man. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Let's get into it, man. So, I think Alex had what's the name you had for the show, Alex? Hurting or some shit like that?
Well, I have to look back. It was something about healing.
Mm-hmm. I just the reason why I wrestle with that title because it just assumes so much, I think. And I kind of, based on the videos that y'all sent me to play, this is the title that was more resonating with me. The mental health crutch. I have a thought about it, but let's dive into it. Once again, hit that like button as soon as you come in the live. Let's see what's popping. So I was contemplating what to start with. So we'll start here. Give me a second. Let me know when y'all can see the screen. Yeah.
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 I think the things you go through make you who you are. Mm-hmm. And in my journey, like there's certain things that I'm not really, I don't even let it into my system like that. I think depression is a luxury.
Wow.
Because where I'm from, you can't afford to be depressed. You got to pay the bill, right?
Right.
So you got to go to work. You got to get up. You got to go do what you got to do. You got people right now that's at work don't feel like being there.
Mm-hmm.
But they got responsibilities, so
yes,
they go.
Sir.
They feel uncomfortable while they're working, while they're doing what they got to do. Like when these guys get in a slump and they just decide that they're not gonna do anything, I'm like, where they do that at?
Right.
Like, even when you're on the street, you got a pet. You just decide not to come outside. I think the things.
Y'all seen this video?
Yup.
Yep.
Is depression a luxury, a cop out? Are people really sitting down when they depressed? And are we treating it like a valid explanation? I really, really want to say excuse, but I'm trying to be diplomatic. Like, are you depressed? Is it okay for you to sit down? Because I felt what 50 was saying. I personally don't believe in depression. What you think, Alex?
I think depression is a state of mind and a state of being, but I understand what he's saying in the sense of just because I'm depressed and just because I have shit going on, I don't get to stop my day to day. And that's how I look at it, because you're right. Like when you've got bills to pay, when you've got people dependent on you, you don't have the luxury of, I'm just going to sit down, I'm going to wallow in my feelings and my emotions. It's not an excuse to not do what you have to do. But I don't know if it's necessarily a cop-out. I don't know.
Why? Don't you think it's a cop-out?
It's not that I don't think it's a cop-out. Let me say this. I feel like we are in a realm now where mental health is so big. I feel like people use that to their excuse as to why they can't do anything. I'm so depressed. I'm in this place. I can't get up to have my day-to-day function. But to his point, some people, they can't afford that. If just because I'm depressed, if I don't get up and go to work, I don't have a place to live. My bills aren't going to be paid. All of this is going to happen. So it's a very real thing. Depression is absolutely real. And I'm sure we've all had different bouts of it, but it's not your excuse to not get up and do what you have to do. But some people, if they're afforded that luxury, they will use it.
What makes it so real? And how do these bouts manifest?
Anything can happen. Like life happens.
So what makes it so real though? Depression itself.
Just speaking for myself, it's a constant mind fuck. Like you're not feeling yourself. Like I don't feel like myself, and there's no way for me to describe or get myself out of it. Sometimes it's crying all day. Sometimes it's sleeping in the bed or wanting to sleep in the bed all day. Sometimes it's overeating. There's so many different things to it. But I also think now we're in a space where people are talking about it more. And sometimes people are functionally depressed. Depression doesn't always look like I'm laying in bed all day, I'm crying. Sometimes people overwork because they're depressed. And sometimes they don't want to sit down with their emotions. So it looks different for different people.
Salad. That's what I got from you just now. Word salad.
Wow.
So because I asked, and it just sounds like it's so subjective. How is it? You can't even quantify it. Qualify it. Because it's so subjective. So what makes it so real? Just if you feel sad for an elongated period of time, you depressed? Or is it like if a fat motherfucker is 500 pounds, I'm so depressed. Why don't you fucking go to they got Pelotons for that? I just feel like it's just, I don't know. It just feels very fragile to me.
I mean, I feel like, and of course I'm gonna be biased because I work in behavioral and mental health.
Why be biased though?
But because to me it's real. To me it's real.
That's not biased though. That's not biased.
Okay. Well, to me, depression is real, but I do believe that people use it as a crutch. So I feel like without truly understanding or putting the effort in to fix it or fix whatever the issue may be, because it could not be as high as depression. But again, like Alex said, people handle it differently. So there's people that are depressed that are still walking around carrying on their normal lives because they have families to take care of and things like that. But there's those people that are like, oh, I have depression and anxiety is another big one. So I can't go to work. I can't be around this and I can't do that.
So, all right. So let me get this straight. So the people are depressed, functioning normally, but you're saying they're depressed. How do you know that? How can you justify it if they functioning, taking care of their families, still going to the events they need to go to that they obligated, and they moving along in life? How do we then say they depressed?
But that's not up to us to say they're depressed. Like if you feel you're depressed, that's how you feel. It's not up to us to
But
determine.
you're saying, I know, Mary, but we're saying mental health though.
Right.
So if it's so subjective, how do you prescribe it? How do you treat it if it's specific to every single person? So what our psychologists and sociologists learn, it depends on anything. So how do we fix it?
But that's what a lot of things though. That's what a lot of things that are subjective. Everything's different per the person's experience.
I know, but we're saying mental health though. So now we got people prescribing people medicine over these so-called depression that we can't even qualify because it's so subjective. Like if I go break my finger, they're gonna put it back in place, put a splint on it, ice, ibuprofen, and then heat once it starts to heal. That permeates throughout anybody breaking their finger. But this is like up and down. So what? If I want some volume, do I go to Alex and she is a psychiatrist because they can actually prescribe medicine? I'm sad, I'm depressed, just because I want some medicine, because it's just I don't know, it's not registering to me well.
I could see where you feel like it's not registering, but with the way people are killing themselves, like, I mean,
what you mean?
Suicide is definitely an effect of being depressed.
Why?
Well, it's like, you said why?
Mm-hmm.
Because like, depending on the person, of course, like you can't get your mind together mentally. Everything is in an uproar in your brain. You know what I'm saying? And it can be people just eating them own selves up, or a lot of times these are real chemical imbalances in people's brains where they can't focus. They can't put things together. They're frustrated all the time. They're sad all the time. Like they can't even name a lot of the emotions that they feel, which leads them down that path of, I can't handle this.
But you just named them.
Yeah, that doesn't mean everybody can. So the definition that I found, just to, I guess, maybe help him, says depression. It causes severe.
You don't gotta help. I can Google definitions, but we having a real conversation because people really dealing with this, right?
Yeah.
And so if y'all just give me rhetoric and you don't give me something that you Google, that don't get me any further along in understanding.
So the way I would think about depression is, it's like, what's something that is outside of your norm that is consistently, what is a feeling that is not healthy, it's not normal, that is ongoing, that is prolonged.
That's what depression is. So if I'm angry for 7 days straight, you would qualify me as being depressed? That's what I'm saying. And I'm not even playing. I'm just want to understand it. If people really gonna heal, because it starts to feel to me like people be copping out. And the real people that might actually be depressed, if they believe in it, is gonna get glossed over. Because once so many people start committing suicide, guess what people get desensitized to? Is people committing suicide. And everybody's saying they depressed and everybody's saying they got anxiety. So just like when women, when they be crying, rape or whatever the case is. But when everybody start trying to Me Too people, it has less power. What's up, Bob?
You already know I'm on the hand wave. I think it's a cop out. Like I'm the type that say, like, fuck it, put on your boots, lace them up, and let's get to it. It ain't no time to be walking around feeling sorry for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like these celebrities with this whole like mental health and depression bullshit kind of like really brought it to the forefront over the past couple of years with like Charlemagne and shit, talking about mental health and stuff like that. Every time somebody late on the bill or they depressed, they need medication, they got to go talk to somebody. Man, get your fucking shit together, man. Work some more hours, man. Get to it. Let's get it.
Oh man, I mean, Bub could be right. We could be absolutely wrong. But I have maybe Chief know better. Maybe Tay know better. Because if you work in nonprofit, right? So you have a innate sentimental side to you. I feel like, Alex, especially the shit that you do. You know what I mean? Even though I be clowning it, but on some real shit, that's you. Mary just said she has an implicit bias because she work in the field. So Chief don't work in that field. Tay don't work in that field. Maybe they got some insight. What's up, Chief?
So I'm in a excuse me. I'm in a little different boat than I think you two super Negroes are. So one, I hate the fact that y'all niggas sit here and act like you above emotions. That shit is like tiring to me, draining this out. Now, you're both coming from a perspective of we got to do what we got to do, and I agree. We do have to do what we got to do, but from someone who has experienced about a significant bout with depression, I'm not above acknowledging the fact that I was in a bad place for a while, and it was due to traumatic life experiences. Mm-hmm. But in that, I still was. I got to do what I got to do. I got to get what I got to get. I got to do what I got to do. Mm-hmm. But for an extended period of time, I was just here, literally just existing, bro. Just like a shell of a man. You know what I'm saying? Like just literally just existing, just going through, getting up, going to work, doing what I had to do, coming home, and just not wanting to be around nobody, not wanting to go nowhere. When I did finally get the courage up or to build up the energy to go somewhere, I didn't enjoy it because I was in this bad space. And I didn't realize it at the time. I just thought that's the space I was supposed to be in because of the circumstances. You know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. So those circumstances put me in a situation. Okay, this is how I'm supposed to feel because that happened. Mm-hmm. And then it wasn't until I found out I was having a kid that, like, I bullshit you not, it was literally like opening up my eyes and seeing the light. It's like I can identify the moment where, like, I got the news and I remember, like, it was literally like fucking like I'm standing there in the daytime, but it's still dark. And I remember when I got the news, the shit, like, it was like light outside. It was the strangest feeling, but it was kind of like, yo, you got to get your shit together. At the time, I thought I had my shit together because I was going to work, I was doing what I had to do, but I didn't realize that weight was over me. You dig what I'm saying? So I didn't make excuses. I did what I had to do, but I wasn't aware that I was still this shell of a dude because I couldn't identify it as depression because I thought it was just the way I was feeling was attributed to the circumstances.
Well, for me, when the baby came, it was more the same, in my opinion, in terms of duty and responsibility. It's just another person that you have to be dutiful and responsible to. So you stay consistent, and then it just leveled up one more time because you had a child. Or are you saying like that got you out of a so-called dark place?
It did. It was again, so obviously y'all, I don't know y'all know, but so my in 2009, my younger brother was murdered, right? So with that, having to identify a body, make it ready, and pick a casket and bury my brother, like, okay, that's what I did because I thought I had to because I didn't want my mom to go through that, my mom to see all that stuff, right? So I do that, and then that's me, and still in the moment, not addressing how I feel, not processing. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, think about it. I'm going with y'all on Sundays playing football, trying to get some of this shit out, and then we winning championships, and I can't even celebrate because I'm crying after the game. I remember we talked about this before. We win the championship, and I'm like, "Hey, y'all celebrating?" I'm crying.
Who got the MVP that championship?
You did. You did. No doubt. You did.
So let me ask you this question, P.
Yeah.
Now during this time, right? So were we wrong for not acknowledging the fact that you were still like in the dark place at that time?
You couldn't tell. Could you tell? because I'm there with y'all. I'm at the game. I'm breaking down the huddle. I'm doing a team prayer. I'm getting y'all motivated. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't tell.
To a certain extent, some of us could tell, but we gave you some grace, because it was a few situations where you wasn't right, man. Like, and if it wasn't for the situation, we probably would have sounded off on you.
Right. But again, so one, that goes to niggas trying to be too macho and not checking out for your homie, because y'all knew I was going through some shit, but nobody wanted to be like, yo, you good? Like, what's up, man?
No. That was niggas checking out. Because I'm like, yo, nigga, if niggas was saying, yo, Chief ain't get no pressure, but maybe his head ain't real right, so we let him ride.
I mean, yeah. But all of that comes as a result of not being in the right headspace. You think I'm going out there trying to get some of this shit off my chest, but not even be able to perform on the football field because I'm not in the right headspace. But you couldn't have told me at the time I wasn't in that right headspace.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I'm here. I'm dressed. I got my gear on. You know what I'm saying? But
okay. So now, all right, now we might be gaining some traction. So, because the sad shit, the angry shit doesn't resonate with me. But Chief saying he was numb and going through the motions, that's starting to make a little more sense. But and then the denial part resonates a little bit more.
So
go ahead.
I'm listening to you, and all of that in my particular circumstances, the anger, the denial, the sadness are all parts of the stages of grief as you deal with those things. Literally.
I know. Okay, grief.
Denial is the very first phase of it. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it could be denial of a circumstances or denial of my feelings, but either way, denial is the very first phase in the grief process of grief. And then the second phase is anger. Like, you walk around with a fucking rage that you've never experienced before. And I don't know if you've had someone close to you pass so suddenly, but it's not like an angry. This shit is like a rage that fills your body that you can't explain.
Okay.
Like, I remember being legitimately like it's a fucking rage, bro. It ain't like, you know, I'm mad at today or this nigga pissed me off. Like, it's just a rage that runs through you for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then you fall into the bargaining phase where you kind of like, you know, what if? Then there's depression.
Question.
Yes.
Is grief is how you say? Is depression an after effect, or how you say, of grief? Like, is there depression without grief or vice versa?
I think it's so, again, from my experience with depression, I'm going through these emotions, and then I was put on to the 5 stages of grief, and to be able to identify, like, when I saw those phases and I read through them, it was like, oh shit, like I've been there, I've been here, and this is where I'm at right now. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to identify exactly where I was in the process of grief, and depression was one of the processes. And it wasn't until I saw that I realized, nigga, you might be depressed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think they go hand in hand.
Let me ask you this question. Getting back to the question, is it a luxury or a cop-out? Now, you were saying you were able to, like, suppress it some days and turn it off and turn it on. So is it a luxury? Was it a luxury for you?
Nah. I think I labeled it as like an expense. Like, depression is expensive, bro. Like,
it was never a luxury, though.
He was still going to work. He was still going to work.
How people deal with it is the luxury of it. Because if you think about it, people, like Mary was saying, people use it as a clutch. And I've experienced depression myself, and I know people close to me who actually take medicine for it. I refuse to do that shit. But I'm not a fan of that, because I feel like it's a mental state of being. And like you guys were saying, you can totally function and be depressed. You can smile all day long and be depressed, just like you can be a functioning alcoholic. So I don't really think, I think it's real, but I also think that how people deal with it is the cop out.
What's the opposite
of
depressed?
Like joyful, happy, you know.
So you saying your smiles are fake when you're depressed?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I just like, well, to what Chief was saying, it's a mask. Like you just kind of get up, you're numb, you do what you got to do. You're in, I guess, autopilot sort of because you have responsibilities, but it's all, you're not there. It's all
If
like clockwork.
if happiness is an antonym of depressed, then you can't be happy while depressed.
There's spots. I think there's moments.
There's moments of it.
Internally, I feel like internally it's still that that heaviness in you that you can't really shake. It's like a feeling you can't really shake. Like for instance, postpartum depression. Like I don't know if your wife experienced that after any of the kids or whatever the case may be, but it's like it's a whole different transformation that you're having to deal with, a whole different lifestyle you're having to deal with, and you're forced into adjusting to it. So you do it because that's your job to do it. Now, does it mean that you're okay while doing it? No. But you're doing what you have to do. You still got to take care of your kids. You still got to take care of your home.
But as postpartum, does that come with chemical imbalance? Like, for instance, women have like hair.
Yeah, it's a hormonal imbalance. That's why I said sometimes it is the fact that you have hormonal or chemical imbalances in your brain and things like that that can affect you, along with a lot of other mental health issues. But it's
no, wait, because you said we ain't talking about. See, that's where it get foggy for me again. Now it's a bunch of other shit. But I think postpartum depression has a chemical component to it, right? Certain chemicals do certain things to your brain and body. So if you have deficiencies or if you just shed out a whole nother person, now you got to go back to whatever. I can understand that more because it's hormonal.
Yeah, but I mean with a lot of people too, like there's people that your hormones can adjust, throughout a certain period of time. I know people that have suffered with postpartum depression and they kid like 3 and they still going through it. You know what I'm saying? At that point, your hormones have adjusted already. You have a 3-year-old.
But doesn't postpartum have a period?
Yeah. It depends. It depends on what's it associated with, because and it also depends on whatever your therapist feel like telling you. But like there's people that have it labeled from the goddamn 3 years old, 5-year-old kids, and they still dealing with it.
So, Mary, are you coming over to my side a little bit?
No, I didn't agree with the fact that you don't feel like it's real, but I feel like it can be used as a crutch.
But with Chief saying something potent was the numb part. And, I've been in that space of feeling numb, right? Like, so you're getting up and you're just going through the motions and it's just like, okay, like things are never as funny as it's a very, very heavy feeling. And I do agree with Chief in the saying of y'all are acting like y'all are unemotional. It's not that you're unemotional. Maybe you are compartmentalizing it. So maybe you going to work and still getting up to do what you have to do. Just because you're compartmentalizing it doesn't mean that you are the same. And then for y'all to have noticed the change in Chief, would y'all not acknowledge that being depressed?
Say that loud.
Or would you classify it as something different?
Say it one more time. Are you talking to me?
You and Bob.
Would you say it again?
So noticing the change in Chief, right, when he was going through during the football season, would y'all not now acknowledge that as, okay, like I can see he was depressed?
Yeah, we saw it. We saw it, but like I said earlier, maybe it was us just, well, some of us being, selfish to the point where it's like, all right, my man, like, when you gonna get over this? Like, or do you ever get over it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Maybe it was us being selfish because during that time, there was a task at hand to be, dealt with. And he was a major part of the task that needed to be dealt with. So it's like, yo, were we selfish for thinking, yo, you got to put your own personal like feelings to the side for a hot little minute and come on board and focus up and let's get it. So, like,
well, so for me, I mean, football field is a place of tranquility. Like, it's a violent place for people who ain't football players. For football players, you playing football. So all that is peaceful, like being out there, you feel like I'm on top of the world. So it can be a coping thing if you're dealing with something. But as men, I just see like hard is hard. and you have moments in time where hard is harder. But by no means should we fall into a place of like, not functioning and stuff like that. And that's what I'm hearing it used more like that than what Chief is saying.
Yeah. So the cop out of using your depression as a crutch, because as men, we tend to just keep going regardless of the matter. You know what I mean? This is going on at the crib. I need to make some more money. I need to spend some more hours working. I need to do what I got to do. And sometimes just having that routine can be depressing, can be a part of the depression. Just getting up, going to work, coming home, getting up, going to work, coming home, get the same thing over and over and over again can take a toll on certain people if they're not built a certain way. Like I'm pretty sure there's been times when you just had, it was, we moving, I got to grind for the next 2 or 3 months. And you don't realize that routine is getting the best of you. You're tired all the time. Like depression shows up in people differently. You dig what I'm saying? I can't really explain how it showed up in me, but I do remember like just not being as energetic, not being as necessarily motivated to do anything outside of what I had to do. That's go to work, make sure the money's coming in, and then take care of my kids. Anything outside of that was like, nah, I'm good. I don't want no parts of it. And again, didn't realize it until I guess came out of it and was like, shit, like my nigga, like it was okay. I'll give you a prime example. I realized I was like a shell of a man, not doing much. Me and my lady hadn't done anything for a while. I'm like, yo, where Maxwell's coming to town? Let's go. Bet. Love my R&B. Take her to the Maxwell concert. I bullshit y'all not here. I cried from the time the concert started to the time the concert ended.
Why?
The whole fucking time. I don't know. I can't explain it. I was just, I was sad. I was I like literally from the time I sat down, I got up, went to the bathroom. I couldn't shake it in the bathroom. Coming back, sat my ass back down and was still crying. I'm like, yo, this is terrible. Like she can't enjoy this with her man sitting there fucking crying the whole time.
Why you ain't leave?
Because I was trying to fight the shit so my lady could have a good time because we ain't did shit in a long time. So I'm sitting here trying to, you know what I mean? Trying to be a man, trying to knuckle up.
Crying though, like
what did she do when you were crying?
Hold on.
She was encouraging. She was encouraging me. No, I was probably just sitting there tearing, like just tearing the whole time. I couldn't keep it together.
All right.
Hits you here.
So, question. So, when it comes to that, you guys don't think that how you and Bob are seeing it as it's nothing? Do you think that has anything to do like with men suffering in silence? Like the fact that you just don't want to address it or you don't want to put a name on it, but you feel these things, but you just don't label it because men are supposed to quote unquote suffer in silence?
I think we're doing what we're supposed to do. See, because go ahead.
Okay.
I just think like all this people getting in touch with their feelings, suicide rate up or down, Mary?
Up.
And I know the motherfuckers back in the day was working way more physical and tougher than we are.
But you always say that you think that you're gonna live till like 72 or something like that, right?
Yeah.
I feel the depression compiled with the stress of just feeling like, as the man, I have to be the provider. I don't have a chance to sit down. That could take you out. So, and I think because you don't talk about it, and I think. Men, maybe sometimes y'all don't realize it. You may snap at your girl a little bit. You may be very short with her. Maybe you're not sleeping. Like you don't have a moment of calm or rest because you are depressed, because you're always on the go.
No, bro. Niggas be tired.
Exactly. I'm not calling that depression.
Niggas be hungry. That's why you snappy. It's too many fucking kids. That's why you snappy.
Exactly.
I'm like, come on. Like it's
okay. So here. Right? So he went out with his girl or whatever. Let's say he wasn't crying, right? So me and Chief go out to a concert. Maybe he's not crying, but I can just tell he's not enjoying himself. Like he's literally just here. You've never been in a situation with your girl and she's like, I don't feel like you're having a good time. Are you okay?
I'm not. That's why. See, that's the part that killed me.
So let me flip it real quick then.
Like, hold on, Chief. Let me tell the story quick. We went. The fuck we went. She like, you good? No, I'm ready to go, nigga. I don't even need to tell you the story. The shit boring. Niggas running around singing. This shit is like. Go ahead, Chief.
Nah, so I'm a put it like this. I could be wrong. This nigga might try to play tough right now, but I feel like if the circumstances back then happened today, you guys would absolutely have a conversation with me. You would absolutely approach me. In our maturity, we would be able to have a conversation about what y'all think is wrong, or asking me questions like, "Am I okay?" You wouldn't have ducked it, giving me the space to kind of process through it.
Yeah.
Right or wrong?
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. So to that point, in that time, we just didn't have the
capacity.
what's the emotional intelligence to pull your homie aside and be like, "Yo, we see something ain't right, bro. Like, you know what I mean? What's good? Like, can we help? You okay? Do you need some help?" Like, y'all at least offer that gem right now in our mature age, in our emotional growth.
I think so. We could see things better now for sure. Yeah. I can see that. That's
which at that time, who knows, could have helped. Yo, like, you need to talk, B, because I wasn't talking to nobody. My nigga, I was going to work, come home, sitting the fuck down.
Yeah,
I was going. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't talking to I was going to work, doing what I had to do, coming home, taking care of my kid, going to sleep, doing it all over again. Wasn't talking to nobody about it. Was just processing, crying in my pillow every night for a while.
Yeah, I want to answer. Go ahead, read that super chat.
Alex, can you read?
Shit like that. Impact with the $20 super chat.
No.
What?
Don't. This is a 20 ball. God damn it.
Okay.
You know you on your probationary period. You better read.
Don't do that. I'm alert. True Impact with the $20 super chat. Thank you so much. Hamp, you are right about chemical changes.
Shit like that.
Press can be seen as such. It looks different. The panel is approaching as a subjective.
Yeah.
I said that.
Let me read it one more time. DJ, you were right about chemical changes. Physical changes are there. Mental health can be seen in the brain. A depressed brain can be seen as such. Okay. It looks different. Panel is approaching it as subjective. So but I acknowledge chemical imbalances and things like that. But what I think is that most people just run around saying they depressed and ain't a fucking chemical imbalance in sight.
But you only addressed it in regards to postpartum. I'm saying it's not subjective to just postpartum.
TBD, I guess. I'm just being honest, man. We having a conversation. You know what I'm saying? We having a conversation. So, damn, all right. Anybody want to say something else on that?
Yeah, because Alex asked me and you, like, if something was going on with us, would we address it with, like, our ladies or whatever? I don't hold shit inside. Whatever's difficult going on in my mind or in my life, I'm not holding that shit in. Because that's detrimental to me. I gotta let that shit out. If something bothering me, I'm letting any and everybody know that's involved about it. And like, yo, this is fucking bothering me. So it's not eating me up inside where I have that crutch to say, yo, I'm depressed. No, I'm not using that shit as a fucking crutch. Like, we gonna face that shit head on right now. Word.
So you don't suffer in silence?
Nope. Like, because like Hamp was saying, if whatever's going on as men, like him and I, if something got to get done, we just gonna do it. We just gonna chalk that shit up as like, all right, we know this shit got to get done. We're not gonna use that crutch saying, all right, well, shit, I'm just gonna soak in my own sorrow and not tell nobody. Like, if we coming home and we aggy, it's because we aggy about that situation head on. That's going on right now. Like, this ain't right. Yo, get that shit together. It ain't about something else that's going on. We facing that situation that's head on in front of us right now. Yo, that's not right. Handle that, or it's going to be a problem. It ain't from something that's a week old or 2 weeks old. We already addressed that shit a week or 2 weeks ago. Word. We ain't holding that in.
Word. And so, Hamp, I know you tell us not to. I don't typically do this, but I want to address this. So I'm looking at your boy Rock's comment, and it's Chief. Maybe you're depressed because you're a female trapped in a man's body. Any man who can go through something significant like that and not feel some type of emotion is probably the devil. So you can talk tough all you want to, bro, but I experienced a significant traumatic experience in life, and the way I handled it was to the best of my ability, not recognizing I fell into a depression. But I was gonna say something disrespectful, but I'm not gonna do that on my thing. But just watch your tone, B. Like you talk tough with capital letters in the chat box and all that, but when you get on here, these women chump you up. So you know the smoke's coming when you talk to me. Watch your fucking mouth.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Wow.
That's a violation, right? Word.
Yeah. Now, one thing though, not on what Chief's saying, but just kind of what Bub was saying. Now, if it's something that I have to deal with directly that she may not be involved in or don't got nothing to do with the kids, like job transit, just stuff, I probably deal with it on my own though, just because I don't want to bring that stress or burden on them because everybody ain't built for that type or everything.
Yeah, but how long does that process take though? Regardless of what the situation is you're dealing with, you deal with it on your own. You try to avoid putting that on somebody, but subconsciously it happens because you're not even aware you're dealing with the shit. Like you don't even see the anger in you that happens, or the slow how you move slow when you're in the middle of whatever it is you're trying to do. Oftentimes I don't think a lot of people who are depressed realize they are depressed.
Yeah, that's why I think it's fake.
Or if
some people
go
ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, or if you're not comfortable telling your lady, maybe that's something you tell the fellas about. Like, all right, but you gotta get it off. Like it's
not comfort. It's not comfort though, Tay. It's something like, okay, I gotta deal with this. This is my job.
Yeah, but that's
not pushing you into depression. It's not that deep then. But there are things that could if you don't deal with it. Because disease is only dis-ease in the body. Like it all starts with where your mindset is.
But if I don't believe in it, then what? I'm good.
That's because that's a stigma that the men have, bro. Like think about it, fam.
Wait, you heard people say they don't think depression is real?
No, I'm just saying we don't think that we're allowed to feel it. And we can't, you're not going to talk to your lady about it because you don't want to put that on her. You ain't going to talk to the fellas about it because they're going to label you soft, or they don't want to talk about that shit, or they're going to call you a female in a man's body. You dig what I'm saying? So now you can't have a conversation because you're being judged all the way across the board. So you beating yourself up until somebody close to you is like, yo, nigga, you not right, fam. Or until a significant life situation happens and you go, damn, what the fuck was I on? You know what I'm saying? We all have that. Every one of us have those if I knew then what I know now conversations.
Yeah, hindsight is 2020.
For sure.
Yeah, I hear what you guys are saying. I'm not dismissing it.
Can you reference a time where you think you might have been a little bit depressed or even overwhelmed? Let's say overwhelmed. Do you think it would have done some been a service for you to just talk to somebody about it? Who at least trauma bond with somebody who like, yeah, we both going through the same shit. You know what I'm
saying?
Come on, him.
Maybe when I got locked up, maybe like that shit sucked.
I remember that time too. I remember that time and how you was acting around that time too. You was kind of straight, but you was kind of like fucked up, like damn, I gotta go. But you wasn't acting like all like down and like over extrally like depressed, like yo man, yo damn yo.
But I
think
there's two things to that. But one, look at how you describe that shit. Like it's bad for a nigga to be down in his feelings. But two,
locked up, he can't even have a moment.
Yeah,
it'd be like this. This how it was. Because Bub is right. Like we'd be having fun, and then you'd be like, damn, I got a test on Monday. You ever had that? You be having dumb fun on the weekend. You like, God damn, I got a test on Monday. You know that bring you like back to reality. So we'll be balling the sun. I'll be like, I gotta go sit down.
Because I was tight because I'm like, yo, this dude the life of the party. Now he gonna be going for a hot little minute. Other than that, I wasn't feeling sorry for his ass. Like you had to do to get yourself in that situation. Let's go.
But
see you when you get back.
Yo, that's a prime example though. To somebody who's not mentally capable, not mentally tough, like having to leave the party, having to go away, can fucking break them down. Like you look at like, damn, I'll be going for a while. That situation right there might really put somebody in the hole. No pun intended. Like you know what I'm saying? Like nigga gotta get locked up for a little while.
Pass the time, but also people like they cope with depression differently. Like some people drink, some people smoke, some people overly party, some people have a lot of sex. Like everyone deals with it differently. But I think it takes someone to point it out, be like, yo, like, are you okay? Something is a little different with you. Then you're like, Okay, you noticing it too.
You can't tell niggas that. You can't tell. There's no way I have to like do something extravagant to sit him down and be like, my nigga, you going through a depression. Like, I can't be like, yo, you wilding, you depressed right now. He'd be like, nah. Like, you can't tell a man he's depressed. You could have told me in the middle of my depression I was depressed. You couldn't have said it. You couldn't have told me after losing my brother that I was depressed. You could have told me that. Fuck out of here. Ain't nobody depressed. I'd just be like, nigga, I had a bad game. That's what I would have said. I had a bad game. Fuck you mean depressed?
Niggas like, yo, what the fuck Chief doing, yo?
Yeah, you can't, like, we even in the middle of it, you couldn't have told me I was depressed.
See what I mean, Alex? Mary been off the camera for 4 minutes. That's yo, I'm telling you, man. These pregnant motherfuckers, bro.
Bro, put him in a fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
I'm telling you,
show some grace.
Huh?
I said, show some grace.
Shit. Ain't nobody tell her to get pregnant. No Cupcake Zone podcast for the $2. Men don't get a free pass for depression. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. I like to do these topics because, you know, like, it's real, you know. The people that tap in are here for a reason, as opposed to this is drama and shit. But no, it's interesting. It's interesting. Yeah, I'm not convinced that it's real, but I understand what it is you guys are. Mary, where you was at?
My husband just walked through the door, so I had to greet him.
Why your voice sound like that? What kind of greeting he get? God damn. Yo, Peter, man, bro.
Shit like that.
That nigga come back sounded like a fucking Oscar the Grouch, nigga. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm off that. All right, damn. Hit the like button.
Stop.
Yo, you were going.
That's right, Mary.
Hangs up that thing in 4 minutes, boy. Damn. Okay. All right, let me share my screen real quick. Hit the like button, like, share, subscribe, all the good shit. All right. Oh shit.
I want to talk about.
I went through an attempt.
I want to talk about.
I went through horrible depression. I went through a transition of probably being at the lowest of my life, and I realized if a person can't even see that, like you can't be my person. You can't be in a whole relationship married to somebody and can't see that. I just remember it was a disagreement, not a fight. I don't use the word fight. And he said something, it was like put the stake in the coffin, like nailed it down for me. He said, it wasn't my responsibility to save you. Like out loud. He was like, it wasn't my responsibility to save you. It wasn't my responsibility to fix you. That.
Why was that the stake though? Like that's a true, strong statement. That's a true, strong statement. It wasn't a responsibility to save you.
I had a suicide attempt.
I want to talk about
I went through.
Man. So when I watched this video, and maybe you guys had a different intention when you shared it with me, but this is the question I thought was most appropriate for this video. Suicide attempts, it annoys me. You can go on a train track, you can put a gun in your head, you could jump off a building. But you take a bunch of aspirin knowing it ain't gonna kill you, that ain't no attempt. That shit annoys me, man. But that's not the topic. Your mental health, whose burden is it? Tay, what you say? So she said the nail in the coffin with her husband is that it wasn't his. What did she say?
It wasn't his responsibility
to save her.
And I agree with him. I do think your mental health is your mental health. I also think it is, I mean, if you do have a partner, though, they should notice something off with you if you guys are aligned. I do think it's if nobody else notices anything, it should be your partner. And I'm not saying they have to know that you're depressed, but they should know something ain't right. Okay, at least to the bare minimum. But ultimately, it is. It's your responsibility. You got to make sure you're good. It all starts with you.
So, what percentage is he responsible?
None.
Zero.
Yeah, none. Zero. It's all on her. Again, I do think that he should have noticed something, but in terms of whose responsibility is it, it's hers.
I think he noticed it, but he said that ain't my responsibility.
Yeah, it seems suicide attempts are a cry for help. Like if you want to die, you're gonna make sure it happens. Yeah, you know, I mean, it's real, but if you want to die, you're gonna make sure it happens. Like an attempt is exactly what it sounds like. An attempt.
Bullshit.
Yeah, you want to die, you're gonna make sure it happens.
Like what kind of attempt? Like what does it mean? Like I just
lock me up. I need help. Somebody come, save me. That's exactly what it means.
And you know the problem, Tay, that I got? It's because when you try to save one of these heifers, they start blaming shit on you. Like, for instance, let's say your shorty get wild fat, wild big, or whatever. You got to say it a particular way. You got to tiptoe around it. And then if you say, oh, you're not supporting me. So now if somebody run around here acting like they mental health fucked up, how do you even, like...
Exactly. Exactly. Fuck out of here.
What you think, bro?
Yo, that shit is wild. Don't blame me. Don't blame me because you fucked up in the game. You're gonna have to get over yourself or go fix that word. Especially if you dealing with some shit before I even got with you. Nah, that's all on you, love. You're gonna have to handle that somehow, some way, because you don't start projecting that shit on me, having me think that I'm the bad guy. Nah, I ain't do shit to you. You know what I'm saying? You just looking for an excuse to lash out. But if you lash out on me, it's gonna be a problem. Like if you dealing with some shit that you should have fixed 20 years ago, you need somehow, some way, you better go address that situation, because I ain't dealing with that shit. And don't try to blame that shit on me. Word.
Yo, dead ass, man. Like, I don't know. Alex, what you say? Sentimental?
So your mental health and how you handle it is your responsibility. Mm-hmm. But I do want to say and acknowledge that when someone around you is depressed, it can be a burden to the other people. And I say that as someone who grew up with someone who was chronically depressed. And it can be a burden. And in my perspective of it, it's just like, you know what's going on with you, get yourself some help. So it's not my responsibility to get you the help. I can acknowledge what you're going through. I can empathize, but at the same time, by you choosing to not do something, it's becoming a burden on me. Mm-hmm. So for me, there's a fine line, but I do not think it's the husband's responsibility. I can be there, I acknowledge it, but if you don't want to go and get the help, I mean, that's on you. And then should you try to do anything extra, like have an attempt or anything like that, to me, I feel like that's selfish, because you made the decision to then burden me if something did not go into, if you did successfully complete the suicide attempt. You've now burdened me with that.
Man, that shit is annoying. Yo, I tried to kill myself. Nigga, your pussy ass nigga. Yo, I could bring you to a place, motherfucker. God damn. Take a long walk off this goddamn rooftop to see if you survive. Like that shit just, I don't know, man. Because people, it's so selfish, But Mary, did you see the clip?
Yeah, like my take on it is, yes, like your own personal mental health things that you deal with. Yes, that's something you got to deal with on your own. Now, when it comes to your spouse, if your spouse has caused any trauma to be a part of that depression or what you're feeling, I do believe that they should be partly responsible for helping you heal that, in regards to not not repeating behavior or just making sure they go out their way to kind of make you feel better, and that aspect alone. But if it's just something that, again, like you've had for like 20 years and you didn't deal with it, then that's something different. But as a spouse, if you cause some of that, then yes, I do feel like you are responsible for helping them get through it.
Okay, if you are the cause, just don't repeat those actions, right? But they still got to get out that mud themselves, no?
Right. They still got to find their half of it. You know what I'm saying? But again, don't add to it. Don't add to it if this is trauma that you brought upon me.
Yeah. What do you think, Chief?
That joint sounded like he didn't even acknowledge a change in behavior to me. It sounded like this nigga was just like going about his business, and then she pulled and she did what she did, and that's a you problem. Like it sounded like he was just insensitive all the way around. Like he just wasn't paying no mind to his lady. So that's, I mean, I guess I can see how that could be triggering for her. Also, but it's also not his responsibility. But at least if your lady walking around and she ain't behaving the way and she showing depressive signs, you at least say something. It sounds to me like this nigga just didn't say nothing and then was like, yeah, that's a you problem. Like I was letting you figure that out. So it comes across like my person doesn't even care about me, and that probably took her over the edge.
But what about her pride, though?
Tell me more.
Because based on the clip, I also feel that she didn't disclose. She didn't come up and have a conversation like, "Yo, X, Y, and Z." So you saying, well, yeah? I mean, I'm thinking, who needs to make the first? Like, if you feeling some type of way, don't you need to come and have the conversation?
I feel like that kind of goes into how people really don't know why they feel a certain way. And when you go to somebody approaching them with your depression issue and they're like, what's wrong? And it's like, nigga, I don't fucking know. I just know I don't feel like myself. Like sometimes you can't pinpoint exactly what the cause is. Sometimes you can't, and what men,
the fuck, I'm gonna help you.
Yo,
that's what I'm saying. With men specifically, they want just one, they want like a one-word issue. And a lot of times people that are depressed don't have that for you. So it's like, nigga, I don't know for myself. You know what I'm saying? That's why they don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
If I would have told y'all niggas back then that I was depressed, y'all would have been like, nigga, go do some push-ups. It wouldn't even have been no brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, so to your point, to answer your question, she can't really, I don't know if she would, like, because you don't know what you don't know. Like, I don't know if they know in the moment that they're doing that. I think it hits that point where they're overwhelmed, and that's when those type of thoughts creep in. But if I was like, let me talk to my friends about it, y'all niggas would have laughed at me, and then it would have made my shit worse. You know what I'm saying?
Now, didn't it say that her husband was an ex-NFL player or some shit at the time?
Yes.
So that takes that's a major piece of the pie as well. Like, yo, I got all this to deal with. Like, I'm dealing with some, like, come on now.
She probably spent a significant amount of time by herself because that nigga was on the road, you know what I'm saying, doing what he do, playing on, you know what I'm saying? So she spent a lot of time by herself.
For attention. She needed his attention. That was the best way to get it. Like,
because Tay, I'm not coming home to that. Go sit your ass down somewhere.
Nobody wants to come home to that. It's not attractive at all.
Well, True Impact with the $10. Would you walk by a person with a broken leg? Their brain is actually broken. Yeah, but see, here's in lies the problem, True Impact. Mary just says she don't know what the fuck broken. So how am I supposed to discern what's broken? The leg, if it's like this, I'm like, oh, your leg fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a remedy for that. But self-esteem got to come into play at some point. It ain't called we esteem.
Yeah, but you asked how come, whose problem is it for not bringing it up? So that's why I'm saying why a lot of times people that are depressed and do feel some type of way, they don't bring it up because they can't explain it. So it's like, yeah, maybe I should come to you and tell you something's wrong, but shit, I don't know what exactly I'm going to tell you. You know what I'm saying? I just want you to maybe just hug me, like, shit like that.
Y'all going to try to solve the problem, not just, a lot of times that's really what you need. Just give me a hug, or whatever.
Yeah, it really be that simple
language.
But even
and really figure out the problem. You know what I mean?
That's why niggas got to read, first of all. Like, I learned that in a fucking book. I'm not bullshitting, because men in our natural state is fixtures. Oh, your leg broke? Nigga, this is a surgery table over there. The doctor gonna get you right. You're gonna be good in a couple months. In our mind, the shit is done. Solution is good. We know, you know what I'm saying? So we're fixers in that regard. We see a problem, we find a solution, shit is done. End of discussion. That's how our minds work. But when you learn to fuck, when you do a little bit of reading, it kind of says, my nigga, like, she don't need you to fix the problem. Just fucking listen sometime. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's what the book taught me. Like, oh, no bullshit.
But even with that, though, it becomes a burden. It can become a burden on the sense of like, I'm asking you what is wrong, and you are not answering me. And sometimes it's okay to just be like, you know what, I don't know what's going on, but something is different.
Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all that, because Chief, you right, but they hold on. Poor shit with the $2. Rich guy rock with you. Salute to you, real shit. Yeah, but y'all, but Chief, they be bugging with that shit though.
I'm not saying they don't, but we gotta bite the bullet, no pun intended. Like we gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta sit there and just let them go.
Look at this, man.
It's just there's all this pressure, you know? And sometimes it feels like it's right up on me. And I can
This Alex, I can hear her saying this shit now, man.
Here you go.
really feel it in my head, and it's relentless. And I don't know if it's going to stop. I mean, that's the thing that scares me the most, is that I don't know if it's ever going to stop.
Yeah. Well, you do have a nail in the head.
It's not a nail.
Are you sure? Because I mean, I'll bet if we got that out of there.
Stop trying to fix it.
No, I'm not trying to fix it. I'm just pointing out that maybe the nail is causing.
You always do this. You always try to fix things when what I really need is for you to just listen.
See, I don't think that is what you need. I think what you need is to get the nail.
See, you're
out.
not even listening now.
Okay, fine. I will listen. Fine.
It's just sometimes it's like there's this achy, I don't know what it is. And I'm not sleeping very well at all. And all my sweaters are snagged. I mean, all of them.
That sounds really hard.
It is. Thank you. Ow!
Come on. If you would just
don't.
Yo,
I
man.
would actually be the man in that situation. I promise you I would.
Huh?
I would actually be the man in that situation. I see what the issue is, and you're making a decision to not do anything about it. Now
No.
you've pissed me off.
No, Alex, because you care about people's feelings a lot.
No, Hib, not with that, because it becomes a burden. Because now I got to hear you talk about it all the time, and you chose not to do anything about it.
But that's what Mary just asked for.
But that's the point that I was getting to, and I said it becomes a burden when you choose not to do anything about it. Like, even if you don't have the solution and the answer, tell me something. Give me something. But I'm trying to tell you, like, okay, well, you feeling this way, like, go do X, Y, and Z, and you make the decision. It's not about the nail. Well, then, okay, I don't know what you want me to do about that. That's not my responsibility. You had a problem. I gave you a solution. You chose not to take it. Deal with it.
No, but that's not what I was saying, because I'm saying in the aspect where it's like you don't know what you're feeling, and men are so one way focused that you have to have an answer, and it has to be. I can no, because it's like if I
live in the fucking bedroom, get him out of here. Come on.
If I tell somebody I'm depressed, men are looking for a one-word answer. It can be 7 fucking things, but I got to tell you one thing, and then you gotta run with that
one. Can y'all deal with one at a time?
Yeah, but then as a man, if we go ahead and fix that one thing, then you're like, why the fuck you still got this face on? Nigga, because it was 6 other fucking things that's wrong with me.
So we're gonna give you 6 solutions. Then we're just gonna give you 7 solutions and hurry the fuck up and get them all done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we gotta get to the bottom of that today.
It's over after the first.
Today,
Right.
that's gonna be over today.
After the first, they're throwing the towel out. After the first, that's it. They're gonna be like, damn, it's still something wrong with you.
But see, and that's what I said earlier. Growing up with someone who was chronically depressed, after a while, it's just like, all right, you're either gonna do something about it or you're not.
Right.
So I can come off unempathetic with it. It's just like, you told me the problem, I gave you the solution. Now at this point, you are becoming a burden to me because now you're dealing with X, Y, and Z, and now it's trickling into these other things. So what are you going to do about it?
Right.
Yeah. Old Mac with the $5. The sun is
Nigga
out.
Amp is flustered. He's so much.
That shit is trash. The sun is outshining, but in a woman's emotional state, she only sees a storm. As a man, you can fix that. Tell the truth and just be there for her. True Impact with the $10. Okay, an earache you can't see. Well, you actually can see an earache too, but I'll let it slide for now. Take them to get an MRI. All right, goddamn. True Impact never had an earache before. MRI, CT scan to see the problem, but forget preliminary diagnosis from clinical therapy. That's interesting. So True Impact, do you fuck with therapy? TS with the $5. TS was popping. We are living in a time where we have the most privileged, but we depressed. Spoiled is more like it, or entitled as fuck. That's what I think, TS. So everybody agree that your mental health is not my burden or not?
Absolutely.
Chief?
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's not your burden. I think we just got to be a little more sensitive. That's all. Because we black and white with it. Like we've established, we black and white with it.
Yeah.
This the problem. This the answer. Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think there's a comment in the chat saying that video is about communication. I don't think so. I think our interpretation is accurate. You know, like we have a solution, but the solution is not as important as listening to how she feels. Once we listen to how she feels, then we can provide a solution when she's ready to receive it.
Sometimes you don't even have to, though. Sometimes you don't have to provide a solution. Just listen.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, Chief, before you cut me off, the last part was before when she's ready to receive it.
Bruh. No, I heard you say that, but sometimes you don't like this. She don't need to be ready because you don't have to say nothing. Sometimes they literally just want to have that fucking my head hurt conversation. You go, all right, word, here, bring it in one time.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Sometimes we ain't looking for the solution. Like we just want you to be there.
But hold up, real quick. Yeah, so why we gotta always make that adjustment though? Like we gotta be the one to sit there and listen and then provide that support, but you already know we ain't trying to hear that shit. So why y'all can't be like, yeah, this nigga ain't trying to hear. Let me just go ahead and figure this out on my own. Instead, you put it on us, and we gotta always make the adjustment.
When you
don't have the answer, you'll be like, oh, you won't even care.
When you take on the responsibility of another woman, your spouse or whoever, that comes with everything. Like,
no, but for real, we need to feel like safe. Well, I need to feel emotionally safe.
And they take so much offense when it was said that women are like children, but I'd be goddamn if they ain't.
But that's also the double standard though too, because we got to sit there and endure and embrace all this shit. But the moment I tell you what, flip that conversation and had the dude with a girl was and the girl with a dude. Well, this nigga soft. He a female in the man's body. Am I right or am I wrong? No?
I would appreciate a man being. So,
Mary ain't having that shit. Mary, like, nigga, if you don't fucking go get the nail out your head, stop talking to me.
Yeah.
No, I'm not bad like that. I don't think so.
Well,
you heard him. You heard me in the background. You are.
Wow.
Yo, and then the other thing is, motherfucking, I'd rather have the double standards that we have, though. Real shit. My body count don't matter. So I keep the shit I gotta deal with. God forbid my wife don't listen to me. I'm cool with that. Fuck it. Any more thoughts on this?
I'm straight.
Damn. Interesting. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most.
Why your husband say he buy you an emotional support goat?
Yeah.
An emotional support goat. Damn. That's funny as hell.
Yo, Lionel, what's popping, bro? Damn, man, y'all. Damn. So, okay, so y'all have been edified enough to where you agree that women are like children, right, Alex?
Camp, you know I'm gonna say no. Cut it out.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm very serious. Cut it out.
Mary,
What?
do you think so? Women are like children. You on mute,
I said, yeah, but men are too.
Tay? You the last one standing, my G. Man, yo.
I'm gonna agree with you and say every woman has a little girl inside her. Yes. Yes, I agree with that. I do.
But that's like men when they sick. Like,
but I also agree that men do too. I think we all
Yeah.
have children, little children in us. Yes. We need little children.
Let me put Bub at the top. I can't take
Wait, I don't. Y'all be acting like that when because this thing I hear about when men get sick, they be like, I've never been that dude. Like, I can't. First of all, I can't tell you last time I was sick, but like y'all niggas get sick and be like the way they be trying to make us look because that shit is crazy. Because
Y'all are so dramatic when y'all are sick. It's
you know what the crazy part is? Those even they say that we coming home from work. Like, right, that be the part though. We exactly. Oh, every time he get home, where the fuck he go?
Exactly.
Oh, he went to work. Well, goddamn.
Right, you allowed to lay down.
That's what anything. If you lose something, you gonna ask your wife where it's at.
Yeah.
All right. If you in a store and you can't remember what to get, you gonna ask your wife what you getting.
If she asked me to get stuff,
I'm confused. What's the point? Where are we going with this?
And she,
I'm just saying that's like a child. Like
no, she the one doing the cooking.
But
that don't correlate.
Write it on down and remember what she told you. You should have wrote it down. That's like a child would do that.
Yo, let's get this
I also
set off, yo.
Yeah, I also drove to the goddamn store and put gas in the car and bought the car and buy the insurance and got it registered. That ain't a child. Yo, Alex, you already know what happened when you start fucking with me. Alex, you already know it don't go good for you when you start getting in with me. Don't make me pull up the clip. True impact with True impact with the $10. First, get clinical diet. Yelling
all caps.
Oh, first get clinical diagnosis and help from them. Then a brain CT scan. You can actually see the problem. Hernandez, not for earache. Yes, therapy for sure. All right, I got you. I got you, True Impact. Jesus Christ. He said, go get your brain checked out. All right. Osa, what's popping? Yo, Osa had, did y'all watch yesterday? Osa had the panel was moist as a motherfucker.
I'm glad we were not.
Oh yeah.
Love was for sure.
Yeah. He's beautiful. This nigga is she about to trick off. Shout out to Love though. Damn. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. All right, so y'all was good with that one?
Yeah.
All right, let me see what I got.
Yo, read that comment about Alex.
What is it?
He said, who was that? Tatum 32. He said, come on, Alex, you know you be whining at that man daily, especially now pregnant.
Mary, that wasn't a super chat.
I know it wasn't, but it was funny.
Yeah, but that's not this nigga.
Who cares, him?
Ain't you an entrepreneur?
Who cares?
Now, if you start reading non-super chats, then people stop super this nigga. Yo, Pete, come get her, man.
He ain't come to get shit.
Happened at your party last night. Mate, can we just talk about what happened at your party last night? I'm sorry we had a disagreement. It's just my anxiety's been quite bad lately. It just comes out in funny ways, you know. Huh? No, I did. No, I did do that as well. I did try it on with your fiance and your nan. But I've just been feeling a bit low lately, and it's a mental health issue, really, isn't it? So it's difficult for you to argue with that, isn't it? Huh? No, I did do that as well. No, I did dip my knob in the trifle, but I've just been in a bit of a dark place lately, and it's just sort of like a coping mechanism, I think. Huh? No, you know, I did that as well. I did do a shit on the bonnet of your car. But sorry, can we not do this at the moment? I'm feeling quite overwhelmed.
This right here. Oh shit! Hold on. This is like my biggest issue with this shit. Is mental health being used as an excuse more often than ever? Depression, anxiety, dark place, coping mechanism, trauma, PTSD. That's all we hear about. Women is whoring because of trauma. Miss Nay said it one time. Women be out here getting fucked because they didn't have dads. Then that's their trauma. Like I just hear, and I mean, shout out to Miss Nay, you know, by the book. But like that's what I'm hearing more and more. That's what kind of pushes me away from wanting to even understand this shit. What you think, Bub?
I totally agree. I so totally agree. I'm tired of the bullshit. It's definitely an excuse, or definitely, because like I was saying, like back in the days, man, we just, you know, everybody just dealt with their shit, man. Wasn't no public service announcement and oh, go get this help. You should go talk to this person, that person, whatever. Get through that shit.
Yo, I'm telling you. What you think, Alex?
I do think it's an excuse. Like we use it for everything. I don't know if it's because of the social media or with this Gen Z or whatever they are, but like my goodness, like we learn some diagnoses and some terms and we slap it on everything.
Yeah. But I've heard, I'm not saying it was you, but it probably was, praising Gen Z for them being so in touch with their feelings and stuff.
There's being in touch with your feelings and acknowledging things, but that shouldn't be your excuse to not. You can acknowledge it if you want, but that's not your excuse to act the fool in the workplace or not handle your responsibilities. That's where the two conflict with one another for me.
Tay, do you think it's a cop out for accountability?
Yeah. In most cases, I find that, I mean, like I was saying, it's how you deal with it. People are using it as an excuse, but are you going to get the help? Are you seeking professional help if you believe in that? Are you talking to somebody? Are you, do you have a trusted group of friends? Like whatever way you need to get it off, and then find the trauma, identify it, rectify it, and then, you know what I mean? You're supposed to be healing. It's a process, yes, but it's not something you're supposed to use as a crutch to not take care of your responsibilities.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's solid. What you think, Mary?
Yeah, it's being used as an excuse. Shit, I took time off of work. When I found out they was giving time off for mental health leaves, I had a paid 2-week vacation. Like,
so Mary is a part of the problem.
Absolutely.
Listen, when you work hard enough,
they got mental health days though now. Like it's a thing.
Yo, that's some woman ass shit though. That ass.
But it's along the lines of people using it as just like whatever.
Listen, I'm gonna take my mental health days. I'm gonna take them every time they give it.
See?
Yo, they even got these rooms, Bub, in like some of these big ass office buildings. It's called like a wellness room or some shit.
The lactation room?
No, not lactation. They got lactation room and it's a wellness room. Like you go in there, they got a couch. It's like Zen rooms, they try to call it.
It's comfy.
Like,
yeah, my job.
Private
Are you serious?
And but our CEO she's a psychologist. She's a Black woman psychologist, and she put it in. So she gave us our mental health days, and I'm going to take it because now I don't use it necessarily for mental health. That's extra PTO for me. But the room is quite comfy. It's got a couch. It's got dim lights.
So now y'all got a Zen room. Y'all can take a fucking million fucking smoke breaks when y'all goddamn want to. When does it end? When the hell does this shit end?
They don't even work, bro.
Yo.
bro. I don't. Yo, that's
It's spoiled.
the Zen room, man. Oh my god.
But that just goes into, is it being used as an excuse more than ever? Absolutely. I mean, shit.
That's crazy, man. So true. No Cupcake Zone with the $2 says mental health is an expense of feminism. Is this y'all fault?
Oh, here we go.
I'm just asking. That's what True Impact. I mean, No Cupcake Zone said.
Yeah, many of them have not been as mentally tough as us. So I can see how that statement could be true.
Yeah, but women suffer a lot of trauma from men in general. So
men ain't talking about their trauma, so it's unknown trauma.
Yeah, we suffer shit too. It just ain't on the fucking front page of the newspaper.
If y'all had said it,
But it could be. We should talk about it
sooner.
No, because y'all say y'all want that, but you don't really want that. You won't want a man to talk about his mental struggles and all that good shit. Y'all don't want that shit. It sounds nice until he does it. Then he's soft. Then he weak. Then he not a man. He not masculine. Then he beta.
That's not true.
All right, then y'all are the problem, because then y'all holding it in.
That's the whole silence thing.
The stigma says we can't. The stigma says we have to. Or we can't get you in the first place.
Choose a different woman.
Fuck the stigma. Y'all choosing wrong.
We wish we could.
Y'all choosing wrong.
Societal pressures a motherfucker, ain't it?
If your job had a Zen room, would y'all go in there?
No,
just don't go.
They think it's too soft.
So I've taken a mental health day, but I'd be like, but I ain't coming. I don't want to deal with them fucking kids, so I ain't going. I ain't call it. I don't call it mental. Man, I don't want to deal with y'all shit today, so I'm not going.
They look different for other people.
So is that still a mental health day for me? Like, these kids got on my fucking nerves. They got my nerves all week. I ain't going. I don't want to deal with their shit.
You need it. All them kids moments. That's a mental health day.
I ain't going to no Zen room.
Let me tell y'all something. That was a bullshit answer that y'all let Mary get away with. Choose a different woman. Talking about y'all all been bred the same in the same society. There's not that many outliers. If my brother P, hush. If my brother P was like, you'd be like, nigga, don't you ever cry like that again. Come on, man.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't, because
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
I would be shocked, so I would be concerned.
You want answers. I want the truth.
The first time Nick come home 5 days a week or come from work, if he come home a week straight with the he go call Amp, come get this nigga, man.
Yeah, you feel me?
No, I would be concerned, because that's not something that happens. So
that wouldn't happen. Yeah, I don't think you would be caught off guard if it happens every now and then.
Yes, she would, Tay.
Breakdown. Come on now.
I would.
She said she would. She'd be caught off guard.
I'd be caught off guard, but that doesn't mean that I'm gonna be like, oh nigga, like clean yourself
your shit together. Yeah,
I'm gonna be concerned. Like, what happened? Like,
like, damn, babe, what's wrong?
And another thing, just as superficial as this, he can't cry at the same movie you cry at either. Y'all better stop. Don't stop playing with me.
Stop the cap.
Wait a minute.
Listen, it's different for everybody. Because if I came in the house,
you go with the nuance some shit. Nah, I'm not.
No, not even. Not even, because if I came in the house crying, my husband is more likely to ask me, what the fuck is wrong with you, than him coming in the house crying and me asking him, oh, what the fuck is wrong with you? He more likely to talk to me like, what the fuck you crying for? Like, versus me approaching him like, yo, you okay? Like,
you're talking anecdotal though. That's, yeah, that's an anecdote though. And you ain't that tough neither. But like, yo, y'all gotta stop. Like, y'all don't. Chief is 100% right. And then Alex, my brother African, he can't fucking cry.
I would be shocked.
Is he Yoruba?
Yes.
They the most violent fucking tribe on the west coast of Africa. He can't cry. Come on, man.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
See, Chief and Bub taking it easy on y'all, man.
I would be shocked too, like Mary, but if you coming home several times after that, keep crying, I'm like, all right, what are you about to do about it? Like I said earlier, like now you're annoying. What are you going to do about it?
The Chief's point.
This is the problem, though. This is why we don't have safe spaces for men to feel like they can.
Our safe spaces just don't involve y'all. Tay, you'll be like, man, I could have stayed with a girl for all this.
I mean, listen.
Wow.
That's not true. That is not
Didn't
true.
y'all
I
just
want
confirm
more.
that?
Huh?
Didn't y'all just confirm that y'all not helping? If the woman keep crying about her depression, you're gonna be like, "This ain't my fucking problem."
We're gonna point you in the right direction.
Do?
We're gonna point you in the right direction, but that's some shit you got to take care of.
Yeah.
Hey, we see you ain't right, but you need to talk to this person, talk to that person, call your mama. You know what I'm saying? You want to vent to me? Go ahead, vent. I'll listen. But you need to get this shit out. Figure it out.
Right, but we not supposed to tell y'all that.
Look at him.
Happiness through healing.
That's a good plug. Let's get it. Shout out to Dave.
Yo, let me read this book. OMAC with the $2. Men were designed to be less emotional than women. Yeah. 100%.
That don't mean you can't be in touch with them, though. That's all I'm saying.
In touch with what?
I
The
agree.
emotions. I mean, not to the degree that we are. That's not what I'm saying. But it's cool to have some emotional intelligence as a man. That's all I'm saying.
Tell you, I'll cry with you watching the movie. What the fuck with these
That's
niggas
cool.
talking
Like
about?
let's do it.
These niggas act like they like. I hate y'all too tough niggas, man. Y'all be killing me
Nah,
with that
I
shit.
be crying. I'm telling you, I'm
T,
here.
I don't hold nothing in. I don't hold nothing. It ain't right to my soul. It ain't fair to
So
me.
when was the last time y'all cried then? Hamp and Bub. When was the last time y'all cried?
Yo, my great grandmother just died. I was crushed. I cried.
Those don't count, though.
Yeah, those don't count.
Like outside of death.
Like you supposed to cry for that.
Yeah. See, I only got like supposed tos. I only got the acceptables. Like like when my son was born, that nigga was fucked up. Like how he came out and shit. But that's like, you know. But I was trying not to fucking kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? So he's straight now. The nigga is in 95th percentile. This nigga's big. He's soft though. That's the only thing about that nigga, man. But
He's a leave him alone. He's strong.
just be crying and shit. I'm like, yo, bro,
baby.
He's a baby.
We
The
not
last time
bullshit.
Hamp cried, he was probably trying to prevent himself from punching a hole through a wall or some
probably
shit.
was
The
a
nigga was
baby
angry. The nigga
last
was
time he
angry, mad,
cried.
crying.
Yeah, that's probably what it was.
Nothing made me cry more than my son either. I agree with him. Nothing made me cry more than my
That
son.
was the worst. That was the worst. But that's a supposed to though.
Right.
Like I ain't crying. I'm not. If I'm sitting there with Chief and Tay and they start crying over the fucking notebook, I'm recording it and he going on World Star. Like,
Going
come
viral.
on. Yeah,
Nigga, I cried at fucking what was the drink with this the football movie? Was it
remember the Titans?
Remember
Oh yeah.
Classic movie.
Chief, the fuck out of here, man.
It's a classic movie right there.
Nigga, ain't nobody cry over Bert's here, nigga.
Nigga, football is the emotional shit, man.
I ain't gonna lie, I was hurt though when he got hit in the car accident.
You know what I'm saying?
And then when Booby tore his knee in Friday night, I'm like, God damn, yo.
So it gotta be sports. It gotta be some kind of way that sports are involved for y'all to get emotionally.
Shit, I get teary-eyed at the draft every year. Fuck you talking about?
Okay, see?
Hell no, we be driving good as shit. But like when football players when they win the Super Bowl, like that's a supposed to like that. I mean, like yeah, but we crying over the notebook, nah. Or you stub your toe, nah.
So you feel like women cry over the not supposed to? Like
Yeah,
y'all just think
y'all
that
just cry. Like we could be in an argument, y'all start crying and shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's no different than y'all doing the angry cry, like Chief just said.
No,
You
that
cry
is
'cause you feel bad.
y'all just get emotional and start crying in an argument though, or y'all cry at work, or if you get fired, like shit like that.
Anything y'all crying over.
Yeah, like
Yeah, okay.
your girlfriend get married, you start crying. You know what I'm saying?
Her hair so beautiful.
Those are joyful
crying.
tears, especially
Man, I wish my hair would grow. Like
Yeah,
y'all
like-
just anything.
Niggas wild.
Bro, that's how they be. Huh?
You didn't cry at your wedding?
No.
You know that nigga too hard. He
For
too
what?
Hemp,
I
let's
was
cry.
giving a speech. I felt it right here. I'm
Oh.
like, nah.
That's why, yo. That's a good point. That's a good point. Not so my man was the same way. Like his wife did her vows and was very adamant about trying to make him cry, and he didn't. But then when the best man gave his speech, nigga broke down. So it's that you know what I mean, and that space with the fellas, like it was, you know what I mean, hearing from your homies, a different. I don't know, it was just different. But the nigga broke down. But when his wife did his thing, he was, you know what I mean, he showed us up.
Yo, I was looking. You know what else helped me though, Chief? My brother-in-law was crying so much. I'm like, this nigga, man. Damn, we gonna be dehydrated, nigga. Every fucking speech.
That'll do it too.
They're giving him paper towels and shit. I'm like, is this nigga getting married?
Yeah, that'll do it too.
Like,
That'll
yo.
do it too.
That's I'm like, if he's crying enough for everybody, man, you ain't. But y'all cry over anything, man. Y'all annoying. Why y'all so annoying, yo?
Every female don't cry over everything.
Listen, you love us though. We annoying, but y'all love us. That's why all y'all married.
Damn sure do.
I'm just saying.
Listen, you take the good with the bad. That's all.
Period.
But I can't believe No Cupcake Zone really gave us the answer. This shit came in with feminism. It's y'all fault.
Here we fucking go.
Wow.
It's some male feminists too, so it's on y'all too. I'm just saying.
Oh my God. Here you go. You been hanging around Mary often?
Why you ain't take her off? Why you ain't take her off the screen for that one?
Nah, I should.
Put her in the back, male feminist.
Drinking on them Mason.
You have daughters. If they come to you and they're saying like, I'm experiencing X, Y, and Z, are you going to say that's not real? Or
Like
that's
what?
it up?
Depression?
Like if she's saying like, Dad, I'm depressed, I feel this way, are you going to be like, that shit's not real?
We would have a conversation, and then throughout the conversation, we understand how real it's not.
I'm working on mental toughness now with my 12-year-old. She, you know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Like, I already threw all that Santa Claus, all that shit is gone, over with. Ain't no fucking Santa Claus. Period. Everybody know that. None of that shit. So yeah, you gotta teach the kids the way they should go, man. What, I'm supposed to listen to it? I'm supposed to acquiesce to a child?
No, but I'm saying like if she's genuinely going through something, right? And she's like, this is why I haven't been, been doing X, Y, and Z. Maybe this is why my grades are slipping or whatever the case is. Are you going to give her? Okay.
No, that's a poor excuse.
Okay.
I think it's different. It's different for dads. It's definitely
It's a poor excuse for a lack of effort. That's what it is. That's what it's gonna boil down to for me.
Nah, I think
But that's
listen,
the balance though, because I'm sure his wife wouldn't respond the same. I mean, when we went through it with our 18-year-old, that's how my husband was like nigga, like stop doing dumb shit. Like, but me on the other hand, I put her in therapy. She good now, but that's how he was. He was like, nigga, like you fine, stop doing dumb shit. Like, don't make no excuses. Like, this is what it is.
Mm-hmm. We hear P. I want to hear what you was gonna say.
I'm saying. Mac with the $5 super chat. Women need to stop with the emotional intelligent mess. Let a man be a man so he can provide, protect, and love on you. Men do what you don't want to do. Valid.
One more.
True. No Cupcakes done with $2. Big props to Chief. Growth is a process. It is a process. It's been kicking my ass, but I'm happy. I stand firm in my shit, and even when the fellas give me shit about it, and I'm simping every other episode according to the chat. I stand firm. I stand firm in my growth. Salute to you, bro. Now, so to Alex, to the point about the daughter, like I think I do. And then Mary said balance. So balance is key, man. I've grown because a lot of my work. I've been working in the school forever, so I have a lot of experience with behavioral modification and whatnot. So I've learned to listen more and and give direct. But I'm very firm and fair. But in the same token, like I got to listen and make sure I can help her process what she's feeling, allow her to go through that, and then still be like, nah, this is what the fuck's going on. But you got to let them get it out. Even with my boys, the same way.
I got a problem dealing with that, man. See, to me, man, how that shit just be bullshit, man. Yo, just get over it. Like, come on, man. Like, get over that shit, man. That shit is like, but I'm
to your child, or you saying in general?
To my child, bro. Like, I'm trying to work on it, but I don't know what it is. I can't. Like, I don't want to hear that same bullshit that you fucking say.
What she be saying though?
Like, I don't want to hear no like.
What she be talking about?
I don't want to hear like just like the little craziness like that's going on like with the school and this little kid and what they going. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Like,
nah, you gotta listen to that, B. That's
But I think that's what it is now. It's like because of how we grew up, and we weren't allowed to feel certain things. Now that we are adults, we feel like our kids, like, y'all niggas ain't got that much problems. Y'all ain't got to pay these fucking bills. Y'all ain't got to do all this shit.
That's what I'm saying,
You not
Mary.
depressed. What the fuck you depressed about? You ain't
That's
got no
what I'm saying.
responsibilities. Like,
So like we in this time right now where it's like, kids got a voice. No, the fuck they don't. Not in the 6. Go sit your ass down somewhere.
But I think too, that's where the cry, that's their version of a cry for help, right?
Mm-hmm.
So on one end, like we grew up where, like, you know, we're not going to tell our parents anything, so we're dealing with all of these things, and that's why maybe we have the PTSD and the depression, and we just carry on. The Chief's point, we're just numb with it, right? But for them, they are taught, okay, you have these feelings. There are words for this. There are words for that. For me, I would rather you come and you tell me, but there's going to be balance with that, because I would hate for a situation to happen, and then I'd be like, damn. When you were trying to come to me, you know, I wasn't trying to hear it. You know what I mean? So there is that balance of it. It's not an excuse to not do what you need to do, but I am a safe space for you to want to come and talk about it. Do we need to get you there?
Alex. So check this out, because you about to be a mom, right?
Mm-hmm.
It might be different because you a female. My daughter come home, right? She be on some shit like, girl, what's good with you? What's the problem? What happened today? So-and-so wasn't talking to me today. Well, did you try to talk to them? No. Yo, like, come on, girl.
Nah,
that's bullshit.
Like, yo, like,
so
I
mean, so for me, I'll be doing some other shit. So Georgie come, right? And this is gonna sound crazy, but she be the same shit. Yeah, Stacy ain't talk to me. I'm like, fuck that bitch. And she be dying laughing. Yo. My mom be like, don't. Like, yo.
So you get a talk to Miss School, you told a student this.
Yeah, fact. But I'm like, well, I said, yo, Georgie, you tell the teacher once, the next time something happens, you got to put hands and feet on niggas, period.
Oh.
Like, I give her, and I be talking like this, and but it's, because she's the one thing, she know bad words. So she she only say bad words with me. So she's like, Daddy, can I say a bad word? Go ahead. Man, everybody shut the fuck up. No, nobody just be her. But it's like an outlet for her, you know, because she know when not to say, like, you know, bad words, right, quote unquote. So when I say it, it like lift her spirit. She just be dying laughing. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard, man. It's hard, man.
It's hard though.
Yo,
yeah, it's definitely hard.
It's hard.
Trying to be this new style type parent, man. But yo, man, what so and so say? Yo, go punch his ass in the mouth next time.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's
like,
hard.
Two parents is so important.
Very much so.
So important. Like, this goes, everybody that's listening, this is exactly why it is important to have both parents. Both. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think my kids would have that balance of sanity if only my husband was raising them, because everybody in this house is fucking chaos. You know what I'm saying? And they, like, with our oldest daughter,
you the sound fucking
yes. Believe it or not.
Mary, you the voice of reason in your house? Shit.
Believe it or not, yes.
They need to move in with y'all.
Yes, I am. I definitely am the voice of reason. I'm the one that's just like, all right, like, we don't got to go to 100 right now. Like, don't listen to your dad. We don't have to go to 100. We can go to 50.
But that's why that balance is so important for, like,
parents,
that balance. But having that balance though is important, man, because the kids they need to see that. Like, so I'm not telling my daughter to run up on them and punch them in the face. I'm like, you your own person, stay in your own lane. They get too close and hit them with 3 of the fastest punches they've been in. I'm trying to give her that grace and that patience. You know what I'm saying? But y'all niggas is 0 to 100 off the rip. You gotta have balance, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, that's what they got a mom for, I guess.
Would you just me to fuck that bitch at school?
My dad said, "Fuck you, bitch."
No cupcakes only $2. Bub, you a superhero in their eyes. That's a blessing. Yeah, real shit.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
No cupcake. Let's get it.
Fuck them
Omac
kids.
with the $5. More men need to learn how to be like a mountain in their marriage, children, and communities. To be the reference point, don't bend or shift around. Yeah, I think you should definitely be steadfast and stand on your principles. But I think Alex has a point. Chief has a point. Like, it's important for them to feel comfortable coming to you, you know, and that comfort can look different. Like Georgie, I'm a side with her. You know what I'm saying? So everything's like, Daddy, guess what happened? Guess what this? I said, did you hit him? She be lying like a motherfucker. Yeah, I punched him in the nose. I asked her again. Yeah, I kicked him. I said, damn, you a ninja now? A lot of moves, nigga. But she know, like, I'm gonna be like, all right, cool, you know. So, but she always, I'm that outlet for her to like kind of just get it off. And now we still edify, like if she get in real trouble, you know. But so you want to have that open door. Like my policy, no curfews. I just gotta pick you up and drop you off. that's the rule. You know what I'm saying? So like just I don't know, because you want the kids to be able to come and make sure like they safe space, you know.
For sure, but so that's why it's that balance is important. You ever see the joint where like it was the meme where it's like the little kid and the mom talking about like kind of like go in the room, don't say nothing, blah blah blah, mind your business, whatever. And then he's older and mom's talking to him like, could you just open up and speak to me or something like that?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, like his whole life he's been told to shut up and not say anything, and then when you get older, now you're trying to get him to talk.
Yeah,
that's why I think that balance is
yeah,
key.
It's a contradiction.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to find that balance, P. I'm telling you, fine, hard, man.
Well, that's what to Mary's point is what your wife is for.
Yeah.
If you guys do a good job at a good cop, bad cop, then you winning right there.
Yeah. Not real. Yeah. No, you're right though.
Yeah, because my kids don't even like me.
You the bad cop?
Hell yeah. They be running amok around here with their daddy. Hell yeah. Everybody go to bed. Like him too. Shit.
Damn, man. When is the baby coming?
Any day now.
Word?
Yeah, just waiting.
Well, how many weeks you? 41?
Nah, 38.
Oh, all right. Damn, for some reason I thought you were supposed to have been pop. Alex, what about you?
7 more weeks here. 7 more.
7 more? You gonna have a kid for real?
Yes, I'm gonna have a kid for real. I'm shocked too.
Giving her a kid. Like that shit is crazy.
What you gonna be doing? Like
what you mean?
Baby talking and all that?
No, I don't do baby talk. That annoys me.
The fuck out of here. Oh, but we so hard, but Alex can't baby talk.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
You're not gonna learn it with that Google Gaga shit. You gotta speak.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yo, Alex used to never like kids.
He still don't like kids.
Yeah, some people have kids and still don't like them motherfuckers.
I love kids, but it's just I don't have tolerance for foolishness.
Well, get ready then, because there's about to be a bunch of foolery going on in your
now and just stop it.
Yeah, that foolery shit is crazy.
Kids is fucking.
There's gonna be a lot of that.
Oh my god.
No claim that. I don't like to be embarrassed. That's why I don't like it. Like, don't do that.
Oh, kids, boy, yo.
That foolery is real.
We try to tell your ass, Alex. All right.
But him say, don't do it.
Like, and they're so literal. The shit is comical.
It's crazy.
When I first I stayed with my cousin and she had a 2-year-old. So like I was with him all the time, and like one day he did this, and I thought he was having a seizure. Like he scared me so bad. But then I realized he got mad, and that pissed me off. So instead of just like, and I was just like, let me tell you something. Don't do that again because you scared me. So when we went out to the store, like we have our rules, like do not embarrass me. Like that was the rule. And he did that shit in public one time, and somebody thought something was wrong with him. Like I nearly fell out. Like I wanted the ground to just swallow me up. And we got in the car, and I just went off. I was like, and he's too like, you don't care. And I was just mad the rest of the day. Like, why would you embarrass me like that? Like, why would you do that?
They don't care. They don't know any better.
Yo, Mini U is gonna be crazy.
They don't know any better.
My God. She has no idea what she in for.
Yeah, man. Damn. Are you gonna teach the baby click clack language?
Don't do that, hand. Don't do that.
You should definitely. I recommend it. Have your husband?
Have you seen click clack language?
No, I'm saying your husband don't speak another language, Alex.
No.
Oh, okay.
Click clack language.
Just be careful because them niggas is, I'm telling you, kids is literal as shit, man. And some of the stuff that you say, like my son, like came in one day, him and his brother was playing, and he fell and hit his elbow. It was like, Daddy, coming in crying, man, you all right? Do some push up, put some dirt on it. This nigga goes like, they come back in the room and has like a mound of dirt on his elbow. Like, look, Daddy, like these niggas, they just literal don't get it. But that's the foolery you got to deal with, shit like that.
Yo, hold on, let me show y'all the click clack language real quick. Let me see if I can find this shit. Oh shit! Hold on. Yeah, man. Let me see. This shit stupid as hell. Hold on. This is how they gonna be talking at Alex's house, huh?
It's 11. I'll be back.
All right.
It was rolling at
No.
No.
That's not.
Coco. Dito ay jumta Justin away.
Yo, Alex's house gonna be crazy as shit. Bro.
No, I'm so weak right now. Is that what your husband is? Your husband is?
He's Nigerian American. Dad's Nigerian. He's American. His mother is American, but he's not.
That's like South Africa or some shit. That ain't even close, but that's funny though.
They don't be doing that.
Just have your daughter throw the javelin. That's in her blood.
Whatever.
Man, interesting. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. It helps the channel the most. Man, it's been good. I'm not saying mental health is inauthentic, but I think it's been leveraged so much as a reason to do things people don't want to do. It's lost some of its I don't know, power, energy, not relevance, but like
kind of authenticity.
Like, yeah. Authenticity, like integrity almost, you know. Because motherfuckers taking mental health days just cause, you know. Shout out to Mary. I don't know. If it's real, it need to be treated as such, you know. Because people do get desensitized so quickly. Any other thoughts on that?
No, I'm straight on that.
Word, man. I like when we do these, man. I think it has a little bit more meat, pause, and potatoes to it. It's still fun, you know what I mean? But I appreciate the people that tune in because they just, you know what I mean? Like they really locked in, you know what I'm saying? Like yesterday, we definitely got up to 200 viewers, but that shit, I mean, that's what that's supposed to do. Especially when somebody fucking this is Sparta on their body count. So shit be legendary, man. Listen, man, I appreciate y'all. Hit the like button, please. I do not fuck with Jerry Springer, but I do like one of his constructs. Alex, final thought.
Okay. Depression is very real. It is your mental health, but it is your responsibility to take care of it. Be mindful of the people around you and the burden that can sometimes cause when you make a choice to not take care of it.
Word. Tay?
Sometimes your loved ones don't have the capacity to give you what you need, so make sure you are seeking professional help if you really do have mental health issues. They are real, but don't use depression as a crutch because that shit is real. Get help.
Word. Mary?
Just like the other lady stated, mental health is real. We joke about it, we play about it on here, of course, like we do anything else, but do keep in mind those people that you think are okay and they seem okay, sometimes they're really not. So do your check-ins.
Word. Bub?
Yeah, just piggybacking off what the lady said. This whole mental health shit is a fad word, but yo, it ain't our problem. It ain't your spouse's problem if you dealing with some shit that you ain't get healed from over the past whatever how many years. So go get yourself the help. We ain't the problem. You the problem. Let's get it.
Word. Yeah, I think with this mental health shit, it's as real as you make it. It's called self-esteem for a reason. There's certain holes you don't have to fall into if you choose not to. I think you can go through bad spots, but to be in a constant state of depression, that's a choice. Things will always get hard. That's what this life is about. For me, I have something to lean on. So my belief system is strong. So I got a reference point for anything it is that I'm dealing with. So I think that helps me overcome things a little bit more quickly because there's a remedy in place. You just got to go find it in the right place, you know? So everybody's talking about they believe in the Most High until it's time to. But also faith without works is dead. So you got to be doing the work too, you know? But yeah, man, interesting. Appreciate the chat. Appreciate all the moderators. Y'all be safe. Do the right thing. I think we got a risky pop-up in the next couple days because Uncle Jeff and Be Brave and Think need to have it out because the black people that came on the panel to go against Be Brave did not do a very good job, including Bub.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
So
I was on for 2 seconds.
Yo, so stay tuned for that, man. I love y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And we out.
Let's get it.